Welcome to the match analysis video of match number 31 of IPL 2025, Punjab Kings versus Kolkata Knight Riders from new PCA Stadium in Mullanpur. The pitch is a relatively low-scoring pitch, with the average first inning score of 180, average second inning score of 173, and an average winning score of 184. Over the last 7 games, the team batting first has won 4 times, and the team batting second has won 3 times. So we can see that there is some advantage to batting first, and the ideal call would be to win the toss and choose to bat. So the so let's analyzing the phases. We can see that the first phase, which is overs 1 to 6, will be a setting up phase. You need to gain a little bit of momentum in this phase. Ideally, you want to be 49 for 1 at the end of this phase, but don't be surprised if teams go up to a 55 or a 56 for 2, because the average wickets in this phase has been about 1.5 in the last 7 games. So one thing you'll notice in this power play is that in this phase is that 22 wickets have gone to pace and 0 wickets have gone to spin. So there is no advantage. There is no reason you should be bowling spin in the power play. We saw that it was a huge misplay made by CSK when they brought spin into the power play and Ashwin got absolutely smashed. So it's a warning sign for teams not to bring spin in. There will be some amount of help to the pace bowlers, especially bowlers like Harshit Rana and Vaibhav Arora, who like to bowl aggressive line and pick wickets early. And the Punjab bowlers of Arshdeep Singh and Marco Jansen will also have a bit of support here. So bowling wise, I think KKR have a little bit of edge in the power play, given that Marco Jansen and Arshdeep Singh are off the bat of two terrible bowling performances against SRH, while KKR have come off a brilliant performance where they restricted CSK to 103. For Punjab, their opening batsmen will remain the same in my opinion. Prabhsimran Singh and Priyank Sharia, who are capable of getting you to that 49 or even more. It's just that it is uncertain whether Prabhsimran Singh will bat for the entirety of the first 6 overs, given that his form has been pretty lukewarm. Priyank Sharia has shown a lot of promise and is capable of bringing them to that blistering start, getting them to a 48, which should allow Prabhsimran Singh to settle down a little bit more. So the ideal play is that Prabhsimran plays an anchor through the first 8 overs, and Priyank Sharia looks to really exploit the bowlers. In Chase Air at 3, there's a lot of support for the brand of cricket that Priyank Sharia or Prabhsimran Singh, either one of them, want to play. Given that it's a left-hand right-hand combination, it will be difficult for the Punjab King bowlers to pick up wickets, for the Kolkata Knight Riders bowlers to pick up wickets. For KKR, the batsmen will be Sunil Narayan and Quinton de Kock to open the batting, and Ajinkya Rahane at 3. This is also a very solid batting lineup, but given the fact that uh, Punjab have genuine wicket-taking bowlers, and Sunil Narayan has not been in the runs. Quinton de Kock has been in and out of form. It means that that first phase of whether Quinton de Kock really gets going today is really going to determine how well KKR set themselves up for the rest of the innings. So one matchup I would look out for is Quinton de Kock versus Arshdeep Singh. How that matchup goes is really going to determine which team has the momentum going forward into the game. The middle overs are a slow phase. Typically, you will be looking at 64 for 2 or 64 for 3. If you have lost, it really depends on how many wickets you've lost in the power play. If you've lost 2 in the power play, you need to be 64 for 2. If you've lost 1 in the power play, you can go up to 65 to 70 for 3. So in this phase, you need to be hitting at around 8 runs and over, which means that there's no real invitation to slow down. But that doesn't mean that you try and slog in this phase. The anchor roles are going to be very important through this phase. Punjab Kings will have Shreyas Iyer and Nehal Vadera, and Shreyas Iyer, Nehal Vadera, and Marcus Stoinis, which looks like a very good combination of three players to stay at about 8.5 runs and over. And KKR have Ajinkya Rahane, Venkatesh Iyer, and Ankrish Raghuvanshi. So both teams have a very solid middle order. Venkatesh Iyer has not really been in the runs. Ankrish Raghuvanshi has shown promise, and Rahane looks like the only player in form. While for Punjab, Shreyas Iyer and Neil Vadera have been in a lot of runs this IPL. Marcus Stoinis, not so much, but I would still give a slight edge to Punjab Kings here, given how well Shreyas Iyer has been playing over the last few months and the promise that Neil Vedera has shown in the last couple of seasons. Uh, they will be facing off against Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narayan, a very experienced spin pair. Uh, Typically, you'll have a lot of spinners bowling in this phase. 21 wickets to spin and 15 wickets to pace means that there's a lot of support for the spinners through the middle overs. It wasn't so evident in the previous game, but in games before that, where Punjab have played, it's a lot more evident. Um, this is the main concern for Punjab. How many wickets do they lose to Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narayan? Varun Chakravarti hasn't had a great IPL. Sunil Narayan's been okay-ish, which means that the matchup of Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narayan against Shreyas Iyer, who comes out on top there, is really going to be an important one on how the game progresses. I'm not really sure of Nehal Vadera's spin hitting capabilities. Marcus Stoinis, given his lukewarm form, is a bit of concern for Punjab. So KKR have a genuine threat in their bowling lineup. Given that they've played Moeen Ali in the last couple of games, this is a pitch that favors spin. Even Moeen Ali might come in as a third spinner, uh, which means that KKR have all the more of a chance to pick up an extra wicket in this phase and really take the momentum into the last phase. For Punjab Kings, their main spin bowlers so far have been Yuzvendra Chahal and Glenn Maxwell. Glenn Maxwell has been used more as a bowling all-rounder than a batting all-rounder this season. He's bowled extremely tight lines in difficult games. Uh, you think of those against CSK and SRH to an extent. Yuzvendra Chahal, words don't need to be said about him. He's a class apart. So uh, the spin bowling for Punjab Kings looks a little weak, but they have the extra pace of someone like a Lockie Ferguson who can come in and create an impact during the middle overs. They've been 15 wickets to pace, so that means that there is a little bit of support for the pace bowlers during these overs. And given the fact that KKR are likely to only go for two pace bowlers with Andre Russell, it'll mean that they don't have a lot of resources to employ pace during the middle overs if the pitch doesn't really grip and turn as they expected. So depending on the pitch, if it's a pitch that favors the pacers a little bit more, then I would give the edge to Punjab. But if it's a pitch that favors the spinners, KKR will take the edge in this phase of the game. The last phase is again a sort of slogging phase. The average score per innings has been about 58 for the loss of 2 or 3. Teams would probably want to go slightly above this at about 60, 65 if they have the wickets in hand. And this is why we said keeping wickets in hand through those middle phases is so important because restricting a team below that 60 has been very very rare. The highest score scored in the power play has been 83, but the lowest has only been 50, and that's a game where a lot of wickets fell. So the range for constraint in this phase is very very low. Uh, Punjab will have Marcus Stoinis, Glenn Maxwell, and Nehal Vadera in this phase as their three hitters, and KKR will have Andre Russell, Rinku Singh, and Ramandeep. On paper, KKR look better, but none of the three of Andre Russell, Rinku Singh, or Ramandeep have really been in form, which means that it's a huge concern for them. Uh, there is a great chance that they fall below that 58 to 60 runs in the last 6 overs. and that could be the defining factor of the innings, because your first 14 overs is really about how you set yourself up to hit in those last 10 overs. It's really how you set yourself up to hit in the last 6 to 8 overs. So for the bowlers for Punjab Kings is two genuine death bowlers in Arshdeep Singh and Lockie Ferguson. When you compare that to Vaibhav Arora and Harshit Rana, it looks a little bit lacking, especially given the fact that KKR's batsmen also haven't really been performing. I think Punjab have an absolute advantage in this phase. So all said and done, I would give a slight edge to Punjab today of 51-49, given the form that they're in. Despite the fact that they've come having lost the game, I still think their batting did a lot of things correctly. It was just the fielding and bowling that let them down. On a low scoring pitch, you really come to depend a lot on your batsmen. The quality is there in the Punjab bowling, so I think that should get them over the line. So that was the analysis. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.